أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فبعث الله غرابا يبحث في الأرض ليريه كيف يواري سوءة أخيه قال يا ويلتى أعجزت أن أكون مثل هذا الغراب فأواري سوءة أخي فأصبح من النادمين من أجل ذلك كتبنا على بني إسرائيل أنه من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا ولقد جاءتهم رسلنا بالبينات ثم إن كثيرا منهم بعد ذلك في الأرض لمسرفون صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, we're going to do complete the what we started last time, the story where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us about what really happened with Habil and Qabil, the two sons of Sayyidina Adam ala nabiyyina wa alayhi salatu wassalam. And we related the story last time, but one key thing to note in that story, which Hazrat Mufassirin have discussed about, is jealousy or hasad. Hasad is that feeling of heart in which one person looks at someone else and any good thing that they may have, anything that they may have better, they not only want it for themselves but also want that person to be deprived of it. So they wish that it is taken away, they lose it and I get it. This is hasad. Hasad is haram. Jealousy is haram. Qabil was jealous of Habil in that he wanted to, number one, he was jealous of the wife that Habil was supposed to get legally. He wanted Habil to lose it and get that woman for himself. So that was his first instance of jealousy. The second instance of jealousy was that when they presented their sacrifice, the sacrifice of Habil was accepted and Qabil's was denied. So he became jealous of Habil yet another time on top of his original jealousy, where he wanted his sacrifice to be accepted. And there's a sentence which is a big principle that has come in this story. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said it in the words of, so Habil said it to Qabil, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it a rule. It is a rule of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قَالَ إِنَّمَا يَتَقَبَّلُ اللَّهُ مِنَ الْمُتَّقِينَ إِنَّمَا يَتَقَبَّلُ اللَّهُ مِنَ الْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah accepts from those who have fear of Allah in their heart. So if any deed is performed not having fear or expectation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when somebody is doing it for someone else rather than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then it is not accepted. The sacrifice of Qabil was an example of that. He was not truly doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because if he cared about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then to care for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is shown by caring for the rules of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the rule of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was that he could not marry his real sister. So therefore, his taqwa would have been shown by him retracting from the false claim that he was making. This general rule is also a treatment of hasad or jealousy, which is that if somebody has those kind of feelings, which may come because we are human beings, then we have to divert our attention towards the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to do the right thing because of the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Taqwa is the treatment of hasad. When somebody has jealousy, they should fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they should think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is the one who has given the other person something better? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is the one who can also give me that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is no point in being jealous we could also ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if we fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we have hope from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is definitely going to reward us with the best of things. The other ayah of the 30th ayah of the surah, فَطَوَّعَتْ لَهُ نَفْسُهُ قَتْلَ أَخِيهِ فَقَتَلَهُ فَأَصْبَحَ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that Qabil was incited. He gave in to his base desire, his inferior desire, his nafs, and killed his brother. So his nafs instigated him, caused him to do the sin. Therein again is a general rule that following your nafs, following your base desire, the evil desire that arises within you, always results in فَأَصْبَحَ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. He became among the losers. So Hazrat Mufassirin have discussed how he became a loser. It is said that he regretted, after having killed his brother, he regretted a lot. And he lost a friend and a brother and a support in his life, and he lived a life of pity in this world. And in the hereafter, he's also going to be punished. Similar is the case that everyone who unjustly kills another person, unjustly, then their life is also turned difficult here in this world, and they will also be punished in the hereafter. The punishment in this world for an unjust killing is life itself. The government, the Islamic government, is supposed to punish the killer with the killer's life. So the killer is also punished killed is a form of punishment. Unless the people, the descendants, unless number one, it's not a crime against the state, and the descendants of the killed forgive or somehow accept a compensation for the loss. So in this world, qisas or loss of life of the killer occurs. That is a major loss. Plus, there is punishment in the hereafter. So whoever gives in to their nafs, the necessary outcome always is punishment and humiliation and loss in this world and in the hereafter. Unless, of course, we make tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and compensate for our sin. Today the ayah that we recited, مِنْ أَجْلِ ذَلِكَ كَتَبْنَا عَلَى بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ. For this reason, كَتَبْنَا عَلَى بَنِي إِسْرَائِيل, we decreed for the children of Israel. So this is a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala especially for the children of Israel, for the Bani Israel, but also for all humanity, all believers, that أَنَّهُ مَنْ قَتَلَ نَفْسًا بِغَيْرِ نَفْسٍ, somebody kills without reason, kills a person not in retaliation, بِغَيْرِ نَفْسٍ. So if somebody is killed unjustly, basically for no reason, أَوْ فَسَادٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ. So this person, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving two principles where a life can be taken as a form of punishment, which would be called justly taken. One, that person has killed someone, so as a punishment he is being given a death penalty. Or the other would be that he has done massive corruption over this earth, which is defined in the books of fiqh, that somebody has done. There's different levels, and they'll come in the future ayat inshallah, tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow, that there are Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed punishments of different levels. So if somebody steals or commits a theft, then their hands are cut off. This is the punishment set forth by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If somebody kills a person, then the killing of the killer is justified. But if without justification someone is killed, فَكَأَنَّمَا قَتَلَ النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا, in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is such that they have killed the whole humanity, they have killed all human beings. وَمَنْ أَحْيَاهَا فَكَأَنَّمَا أَحْيَا النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا. And if somebody protects a life, saves a life, فَكَأَنَّمَا أَحْيَا النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا, then it is as if he has saved the life of the whole humankind. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us an understanding. This is a huge thing, a huge issue these days. The Prophet ﷺ has noted this as a sign of Qiyamah, that people will be, believers will be killing believers. Neither the killer will know why they are killing, and neither the killed will know why they were killed. And we can see this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. وَلَقَدْ جَاءَهُمْ رُسُلُنَا بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ ثم إن كثيرا منهم بعد ذلك في الأرض لمسرفون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that certainly our messengers have come to them with clear signs, then after all that many of them are there to commit excesses on the earth. So this also refers to Bani Israel, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent prophets after prophets upon them, and they gave them this clear ruling about not killing. Bani Israel were particular in killing each other and in killing. So in this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inna kathiran thumma inna kathiran minhum ba'da dhalika. Even after this, a lot of them still kept on doing that. Fil ardi la musrifun. They kept on doing corruption and excesses on the earth. So much so that Hathani has written that they would kill the very Anbiya that would bring this ruling and this teaching to them, the Bani Israel. Therefore, the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was made perpetual upon them till the day of judgment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from all excesses, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us those who have taqwa. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Salatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. صلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.